What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 222 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Give me, Father. There are tentacles in rock music.
And the Ray Trace do-rag with the laptop that's about to die, Madrid Devon.
JJK, Season 2.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Elden Ring getting ray tracing support, Final Fantasy XIV, the 3DS eShop closing, and free-to-play games. Alright, so before recording, Madrid, Jalen, and I were going to be talking about Steam Deck custom boot animations. And that was something that people in like the beta branch for firmware and stuff like that there's just a folder in your file directory where you can put, I think they're MP4 files, and when your Steam Deck boots up, it'll play one of those videos. And now in like the main branch, there is a whole menu where there are point shop rewards. So far the things you can get for your Steam Deck from the point shop are like keyboard skins and now these custom boot animations. But Jalen sent me this website that just it's in the Discord chat if you want to look at it, Madrid, where it's just all these different, like, they have PS2, GameCube, they have
Disney, Capcom, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners. You could have Lucy hack into your Steam Deck.
Persona 5, Stardew Valley, like the Universal, Cowboy Bebop.
I see the PS2.
So I'm wondering if I can just download all of these. I wonder how many it supports, because so many of these are good.
How much space does it take up?
Looking at it, let's see. Not seeing.
Say videos are limited to 30 seconds, but there is a workaround to get around that.
I'm trying to see like what the file size is.
You need one longer than 30 seconds?
I mean, there's a workaround for that, but I don't know why you would want to spend 30 seconds watching a boot video turning on your Steam Deck.
Hey.
Unless I can actually have it like connect to Hulu, play a full episode of anime, so I have to just watch.
Maybe after like a full power on, but like after wake up. Extreme.
I feel like any more than 10 seconds is just getting in the way.
Okay, they're only like 3 megabytes, so that's nothing crazy.
I need that instant gratification.
I mean, you can disable them. Like, I just find them cool. And you don't necessarily have to have it every time you wake it up. I just do so I can, like, cycle through and see more of them, because I just had so many points on the point shop, I just went crazy. Oh, did either of you get Sludge Life?
I completely forgot about that.
It might still be free on Steam.
Is it too late?
It might still be free. But yeah, this week has been for me.
I'll put it up later. I don't want it to take my stream. You firing up Steam? Shit.
Right. When was the last time you restarted your whole system to apply this update?
I don't know. We know.
See, he complains about Steam one week. Next week, he's like, custom boot menus, having a good old time.
Yeah, because, well, we talked about it last week that Halo started back working, so I've actually played some Halo on there. And then Jedi Fallen Order was $4, so...
Wait, so was it worth it going through the hassle to get Halo working? To go play Halo?
I mean, I didn't have to do anything to get Halo working. It's just they finally they got their shit together on their end, and all I had to do was re-download it, and it worked. And it was just a matter of like, the only hoop I had to jump through was time. So it's not like the 3DS. So by the time this episode's out, it might be over, but March 28th is the last day that the Wii U or 3DS eShops will be open. And so they're like, Gerard the Completionist did a video of getting every single digital game on both of those platforms and having a Wii U with literally every Wii U game and a 3DS with literally every, and available digitally. So like if there was something, because I know both those
donated it to the Video Game History Museum for game preservation.
Yeah. So I don't.
What if Nintendo just hit like the little self-destruct button on it? Like, we know your console.
Look, it's bad enough that they're already like nuking so many doggone games. But this is what capitalism does. The moment it's not profitable for exist anymore, it will not exist.
Right, because these are last-gen systems. That's the crazy part about it. It's like Sony shut down the PSP and the PS3 stores, but those are a few gens ago. The Wii U is the last home console, and 3DS was the most recent of those things outside the Switch. And while I know there are 3 iterations of the Switch, well, technically 4, depending on how you look at it, that's not a different generation. So
Yeah, it's really not.
But with the 3DS eShop shutting down, Capcom made all of the Monster Hunter games that are available on 3DS $3. So for the low price of $9, I got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and Monster Hunter Generations on 3DS. And I downloaded, like, they have a transfer save data thing where you can transfer your save data from the 3DS version to the Switch version of Generations, and the 3DS version of 3 to the Wii U version of 3. And I have 3 physically on Wii U, but I'm pretty sure I don't have a working gamepad, so I wouldn't even attempt to use the eShop on Wii U right now. Well, I wouldn't even bother hooking up my Wii U to spend another $3 to just have a digital copy as well as a physical copy of 3 Ultimate on Wii U. But yeah. So I'm guessing neither of you went...
So here's my thing. I totally would. I really super duper would. But I can't find my charger for my 3DS. And the battery is dead. I have no fucking idea where my charger is.
Didn't your 3DS not come with a charger?
It did not come with a charger. I had to buy one when I bought the 3DS. I'm like, what type of shit is this? They're like, yeah. We sell them. I'm like, this is a brand new console.
It's like the iPhone these days.
I mean, it's like everything.
And more to get a lot less.
Right. I mean, those chargers are more ubiquitous, though. Anyway.
Buy a product, you should should come with a charger.
Not
I mean, I agree.
Necessarily. I can see the other side of it, and I know a lot of this is just corporations saying, like, we're reducing e-waste, but in all actuality, that is true. Because if you buy a charger, you're a lot less likely to throw that charger away than if you get a charger for free. A lot of people will just throw it away, and that's generating e-waste, which is... So And I know, yeah, it's just them saving a couple pennies and a couple, it's allowing them to fit more cases of a phone onto a shipping pallet into a freight container so that they can sell more for the same price. Like, I also understand that. Like, logistically, it is them just saving money and, like, increasing profits, but
Yep.
at the same time, it is true that the alternative was just filling landfills in the ocean with lightning cables.
Yeah, we wouldn't need so many if they stayed up and running
Right.
throughout a full life
Great.
cycle.
Durability does. But I mean, that's why you buy the Anchor. But for the 3DS, I, a while ago, just bought a USB that can charge pretty much any DS.
Yeah, that's the one I have. I'll find it.
It's somewhere.
I'll give it another try. I'll find it. I'll find it this time.
Well, you got till Tuesday to decide what you want to get. And Monster Hunter seems to be the only thing really on sale. Like, there's certain other things. But it's not like you're going to hop on there and get all the Pokemon games for $3 a piece or anything like that.
Oh no, you're paying full price.
S&T games. That's what I need to check.
The what games?
The S&T games.
Oh, yeah, those are full price. I had SMT4 digitally, or I mean, I still have SMT4 digitally, but
You might have to hold out until Monday.
and so you shouldn't hold out as much as. So the hoops I had to jump through. So first of all, I went on my 3DS and I'm like trying to buy the game. And it's like you need to add funds to your account because you can no longer add a credit card. So I go on Amazon, I buy a $10 eshop gift card. I go on my 3DS, type in the code. They're like, we're no longer allowing you to add funds from the 3DS family of systems. I'm like, okay. So I go on my Switch, redeem the code, and then close the eShop on my Switch, and then restart my 3DS, open the eShop, and the money's there. So it was a lot harder than just hitting the buy now button and it coming out of my account and downloading to my system, but I can say I had that experience one last time.
Games.
What'd you say, Joe?
Sometimes I feel like Nintendo hates their own video games.
Oh yeah, Nintendo hates the people that buy their products more than anybody.
Thanks for the money, nerds.
What's that? You're gonna eat our shit? Fine. You're gonna have to pay me though.
Crazy, because it's just like, if you put it out and make it accessible, this is why people pirate. This is the main reason why people pirate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It really is.
A lot of the way I got on and legitimately obtained some games for preservation's sake, I'm sure way more people since the news came out said that
You cannot trust a corporation. You can only trust your own emulators.
well, this is official hardware, so no emulation needed, even though it'll emulate a DS. This is my ideal DS emulator, is a 3DS.
You got some shit.
But
So it's PAX East this week. What's been happening?
It's PAX East, it's GDC. One of my favorite things lately has been seeing the POC meetups.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like everybody in the industry is just taking pictures, and you see Ariel Knight all over the place. You're seeing Cam Hawkins. and then
Yeah.
GDC being in San Francisco. So between PAX in Boston and a bunch of people going to Boston for PAX, and GDC being in San Francisco and a bunch of people going over there.
Yeah. Shit. Super Saiyan was out there.
Yeah.
The GDC. Shouts out to Super Saiyan and Bakemono.
Did you see his tweet about asking Phil Spencer about a head-mounted display, and Phil being like, no?
Damn.
But one of the things we got as a piece of news out of GDC, I'm looking for this window, there we go, was we're getting a Last Ronin game, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Singular Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtles. It's plural.
No, it's only one. The other three
No,
are
it's plural. We just call it schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Mm.
That boy got some trauma.
I gotta read that. And I'm hoping they do like an animated adaptation to it as well. So, for those who don't know, we're talking about, and I'll just read the headline from Wario 64. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin is getting a third-person action RPG AAA video game by an unnamed studio, likely a few years off from release. This title is inspired by the recent God of War titles. So, for me, that sounds sick. Like, just looking at Ronin and having a character that looks like that just be palette swap out Kratos and, have hopefully that level of production value. I know it's probably not going to be.
I don't want it to be because he uses all of their weapons.
Right. I want it to be.
Kratos uses three completely distinct kind of weapons over the course of Ragnarok. So,
yeah, but were you talking about 4?
Yeah, we can make it 4.
Weapons.
We can make it 4.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be.
There are combos where you're like switching weapons in between.
You've always done that in God of War. Like you've always had combos where you're switching weapons. What I'm saying is, I don't need God of War inspired, but I don't want it to play like the PS4, PS5 God of War.
I hope it does. Because Ragnarok was just such a good game, and I feel like looking at Ronin, and it could be really story heavy. Like, I'm just picturing God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, but instead of Kratos, it's Ronin. And I'm just seeing how well that would translate.
Oh no, I just don't think.
What type of combat do you want?
Really say off the top of my head because I don't have the words formed. But it's like I would like to actually incorporate the different styles the turtles had with their weapons into the combat. Like you have the more technical, the size are more technical, very parrying heavy, and shit like that. You got the staff for longer range.
Do you want to play like Wulong?
A little bit, yeah. Wulong with some weapon switching, yeah.
Or like maybe like a Ghost. There's not really a variety of weapons in Ghost, just like a variety of sword styles more so. But like the way
I want this. Yeah, I want style switching. Because like one thing about the Last Ronin is that the turtle is getting old. That's one of the things. I want him to be a little lumbering, a little,
Kratos is getting old. Kratos is lumbering.
that is true also.
Get that?
Right, Kratos is no longer being flippy dippy competing with Bayonetta Kratos. Kratos is now like Soulsborne, somewhat like, because even changing the control scheme.
What I'm trying to say is, I kind of want more of that ninja, less warrior, more ninja, because the turtle is getting old. A little bit more tricks, a little bit more like
smoke bombs.
Ninja Gaiden? Is that what you?
Slower Ninja Gaiden? I'd fuck with that so hard. Honestly.
Slower Ninja Gaiden, better camera.
Right. That's the only thing Ninja Gaiden ever needed was a non-shit camera.
We have the technology now. We have the technology. You can do it. All right.
Feeling now that
just give me that really
Neo,
technical, high skill cap combat.
I don't think we're gonna get Neo 3. I think we're gonna get probably after Wolong is done, and Rise of the Ronin is them too, right?
No, we don't know what developer.
No, not the last Ronin. Rise of the Ronin. Different game with Ronin in the title.
Rise of the Ronin. What's that?
Rise of the Ronin.
It's Team Ninja.
Okay, so it is Team Ninja? So yeah, I think after this... So we know after Wolong is Rise of the Ronin, and then after Rise of the Ronin, since they're just cranking games out, why don't they just do a new Ninja Gaiden?
I would say name. No, this would probably be a good time to do a Ninja Gaiden. People would fuck with it. Yeah. Okay, I remember this game. So.
It looks like high budget Wolong, which I'm here for, You can give me some graphical quality. So speaking of graphical quality, Elden Ring got patch 1.09, and that is bringing ray tracing to the game on current gen consoles and PC. So PS5 and Xbox Series X now support ray tracing, and they add, please note that performance such as frame rate and resolution may be impacted while playing with ray tracing on. And so...
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently they meant it.
So I haven't tried it yet, but I was able to ask Kuma about it, because Kuma still does PvP on Elden Ring on a regular basis. And so...
Kuma, you monster.
Yeah.
Out here being a menace.
Yeah, I mean, Kuma's in Soulsborne games for a while. I remember the first time he talked to Juwan, I think he was doing it on Bloodborne. He's like, yeah, I just go in and invade people. So, yeah, Kuma being on PvP, I asked him if he had tried out the ray tracing update, and he told me that the frame rate is so bad he can't deal with it. So, I might go and check it out, but I'm definitely not going to do anything intense like a boss fight or anything like that.
I think it's dope to just like go on a tour of the lands between,
right,
and just check it out. Like, oh yeah, I remember this was like going underground again.
Mm-hmm. Coming
just
out,
fucking horse riding through that shit though.
Riding into Lindell.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I'm wondering, like, how much of the lighting and reflections are affected by it, because it's not like a game where there are a lot of metals, really.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like surfaces like glass or anything that would be reflective like that. Because Ratchet and Clank had ray tracing on him. Like, that was one of the things in Spider-Man, the cars and buildings had ray traced reflection. So I'm wondering, is it just lighting, or does it also include reflections? Because there aren't that many reflective surfaces in Elden Ring.
Yeah, they were talking about like the shadows and stuff.
Okay. So yeah.
Reflective surfaces. There's a new Cyberpunk update that's adding in the what is it called? Ray tracing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's, and I mean that'll only be for the highest.
Or whatever the new. If you got the newest NVIDIA drivers, it looks cool. And it's like, it's going to be nice to see what a CD does with it, once they go to Unreal 5 and leave the Project Red engine.
Yeah. I think because Unreal Engine has Lumen built in, so like at a engine level, they have ray tracing support as long as your hardware can handle it. So, because Fortnite has been ray traced, and then they implemented full hardware accelerated Lumen with the newest chapter launch. So, yeah, Fortnite has just been looking crazy.
Gotta make them skins look extra sellable. That game look good so people play it.
Shit, the skins sell themselves.
Yeah,
remember, the more time you put in the game, the more likely you're willing to spend money on it.
Yeah, but the more time I spend in the game is the more time I'm enjoying playing the game instead of not.
Hey, there's plenty of games to enjoy. Not all of them wants your money constantly, but hey, if you play, the more time you spend, the more money you spend. Fucking what's his face at EA said that a decade or so ago at this point.
Right. But I mean, I was talking with G about this on FGO Nerd Talk, or on Table Cheese, where for me, free-to-play games usually make it worth it. For free-to-play games, it's good that the people that spend more money get features that are doled out across everybody, because not everybody's going to be willing to spend money. Like, I know there are people that play all of these gacha games and stuff and refuse to spend any money and just continue to get content and continue to get updates and continue to get features because of the people who are spending the most money at the top.
Yeah, but I will say the thing about gacha games is that gacha games will release a character that breaks it, and then they have to design around that character, and then the game becomes bullshit because they have to design around that character.
Oh, so Overwatch.
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah. I'm just saying gacha games are worse because it's like, with these are multiplayer games that may get balancing, while gacha games are, while they have multiplayer components, most of the actual bullshit balancing goes into the single player content. So it's either like you spent all this money on this character that's supposed to be really effective, that's now mechanically ineffective, and so it feels like you wasted your money and your time, or the game just becomes exponentially harder for you because you don't have insert character here. That happens a lot.
Wow. And I mean, gacha has its mechanics to sell, but like a lot of free-to-play games on console, like I know a lot of people played Gundam, but how many people actually spent money on Gundam Evolution?
Enough that it's still running.
But I mean, for the people that didn't spend any money, there was like it's still getting characters, and I mean, I guess you could grind out currency to get those characters.
Long time to grind out that currency, though.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be the same situation as it is with Apex, where Apex, it's been a few seasons that I haven't played, but I've been able to just hop on and have enough currency to buy the characters.
I will say that comes from getting the battle pass consistently enough, because I'm at the point where I can't do that. I've been unable to do that for a good minute.
I wasn't. I mean, I guess for a while I was consistently getting the battle pass, but I think it might not have been the most recent new character, but the character before that I was able to just hop on and use legend tokens to get a character.
Be like that. It's not like I play Apex anyway.
All right, but what you have been playing,
I've fallen all the way off.
Yeah, but what you have, both of you have been playing, is Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
There's Endwalker, and I'm working on it.
Let's go. How do you feel so far?
I mean, I feel the same way I've been feeling about 14 since Shadowbringers. It's just like the story's really, really fucking good. But it's also like I'll be in cutscenes for like 6 hours. And it'll be like you got 30 minutes of cutscenes. You get to move 6 feet before you watch another 45 minutes of cutscenes. That will then cut off so you can actually go do something. And then the moment you get done, another 2 hours of cutscenes.
Oh, don't forget the solo duty that they got to sprinkle in there.
Yep.
See, if we had more solo duties, I'd be okay.
No.
Well, some of
I would not. I would be...
Some of the solo duty... Let me rephrase. The last solo duty I did, the OST was flames, fight was fun.
Yeah, that shit is lit.
Anytime the solo duty has you actually practicing like raid and trial and raid mechanics, it's fun. When it's one of those bullshit gimmick things, that's when it's annoying.
Yeah.
More Knots fights, less body swap possession bullshit. It's basically what I'm saying.
What about Thancred missions?
See, that was fun. That was fun. You get a little taste of Gunbreaker. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
Playing extra solo was fun. You get a little taste of White Mage. You know? Get a little taste of things.
Yeah. The Alpha Node, you get a little taste of that Sage.
Right. That's fun. Anytime where it's just giving you a taste of mechanics that you'll find later in the game, that's fine. But when it's one of those one and done gimmicks, that's annoying and that gets frustrating.
Well, you've probably already done it because you're past the part with the Empire, but that...
No, that's swap bullshit that I hate so much. That was horseshit.
Oh, no, I'm talking about where you have a cursor and it's like you're looking for something, so you have to like zoom the camera in and point the cursor at whatever it is.
Trying to hit a fucking those.
Oh yeah.
There's like at least one per expansion, and that's the gimmick bullshit that I'm talking about. That's
right,
another.
Yeah, that was what I was going to talk about. Like, I really hate when they have you doing that shit because it's
damn, they can't break up the gameplay. Yeah, it's never clear. They really need to, like, if they want to incorporate that shit, they need to work on it some more. Because I see the vision, you want to give us something different to do outside of, hey, go talk to this person, go talk to that person, kill this thing, deliver this pie, like.
But let it be something like, I don't know, mount racing. Like, put me on a motorcycle and let me race that for a mission or something.
Well, I mean, they did kind of change it up with the escort missions in Endwalker and the follow mission.
Oh, that follow mission in Garlemald was trash.
Garlemald just had a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically, every time they broke up the fucking activities in Garlemald, that was fucking annoying. I'm just not gonna even lie to you.
They wanted us to hate it there. I get it.
Hated it there so much. Everybody's stupid and racist.
I think you go back at one point in post-game Endwalker and it's like, damn, I haven't been here in forever.
I'm living like this? Talking all that good?
Sheesh.
Living like this?
I mean, we knew that the Empire wasn't living right for a minute.
Yeah.
Why else would you try and colonize Alamigo?
Shit, that was looking lovely over there in Alamico.
Right.
More or less.
Oh,
Right, until they got attacked by the Empire, who was trying to colonize it.
and then we fought them back, and the weather got better again.
Right.
Remember, colonialism fucks with your weather.
Damn.
Yep.
Global warming explained.
I mean, yeah, basically.
All right, so
Because people got to go to work.
Make sure you make products for the Empire. Got to send it right back. To make sure the Darlians are fed and fat. Well, the ones at the top,
right.
not the richer ones. They're freezing in the cold.
The Sin Eaters, now they were eaten.
Oh, man.
Guardians, not so much.
Yulmore. The fat cats over in Yulmore.
Right. But there was the literal fat cat lady who was super helpful.
Eventually, you know.
I mean, like, body type and body shape does not denote morality. At least it shouldn't. Let's be 100 here. But also, fuck Gilmore, fuck the Empire.
Alright, so I'm not sure if I talked about this by the time we had recorded last, because I know reset, like I had to grind up to reset to get both my Gunbreaker Relic Glow, and I'm only one piece short of having the full Alliance raid set. So I'm over 620, and I'm just ready for this next part of the raid. We're getting a live letter, I think, later this month, and so I'm ready for that next patch and more content.
Yeah. The 14 needle has definitely been back in. I've been doing like my dailies and stuff. I've been trying to go through the Hildebrand quest line. I was told to skip the cutscenes, but I've been kind of watching them shits. Like, I would forget to skip it, and then some wild shit will start happening. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this going?
Yeah.
And this dude, dad fucking teleports, and he comes flying in, like, in just some draws and starts dancing. And then both these niggas take off like the Flash and fucking Reverse Flash and chase each other down. I'm like, yo, what is this storyline?
I'm sure it doesn't make any more sense. Are you at least in the Endwalker portion? Or?
Oh, no. Heavens, no. I might be in Heaven's Ward. I just met Gilgamesh, so I may even still be in like base realm shit.
Yeah, I think that is still base realm reborn.
See, 30 minutes of gameplay for every hour of cutscenes.
I can really just skip all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always, because, you know, this game lets you watch them in any in-room. Watch any cutscene.
Yeah, but I don't recommend skipping the MSQ cutscenes, but the Hildebrand cutscenes, absolutely. Feel free. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
I encourage strongly against skipping MSQ cutscenes post game Realm Reborn. I was guilty during Realm Reborn. They'd be talking for a little too long. I'm like, I don't really honestly care.
I mean, heck, that was the hardest thing about getting you into the fucking game.
Yeah. Was the amount of talking and exposition and just dialogue in early Realm Reborn. But now that I understand the world and characters better.
That shit hit. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to see where it goes. Jeez, I really just need the legs to drop for me. I've been doing this raid like 2-3 times a week for the past couple weeks, and they have yet to drop the healing legs for me. And I'm like, y'all just hate me, don't you? You don't want me to do this on any of my other classes. I'm like, shit, I would have just rolled on some of that samurai shit instead of fucking around. But here we are. So
I need the tank boots, like, honestly.
it's anti-black. That's what it is. It's anti-fucking black. It's at that point.
Sound like those fucking copy factory runners.
Let me get the tank boots. Hell nah. I mean, if they drop, I'd get them because I'm playing on tank, and so I can roll needs, and there's only one tank per alliance, so it's guaranteed. It's just getting it to drop.
Exactly. That's the thing. I haven't even had the chance to roll on the shits. That's what's pissing me off.
Right.
And I started back playing on my summoner. I've done some hotbar tweaking. I'm going in and tweaking my hotbars. I'm doing deep dives into my alternate characters. I'm like, I need to optimize these hotbars and like spend some more time just really learning my moves. It's like I may have these niggas on level 90, but I don't have my rotation optimized.
Icy veins, bruh.
What's up?
Gotta pull up that icy veins. You need.
What's that?
Oh, it's a website that has like rotations and yada 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 on it. It's been in the game doing this.
Oh yeah, I'm in the 14 Discord. The balance. They have like rotations and shit and like class tips and just different shit like that. I found like stuff to help me out with my scholar rotation there.
All right.
That's when I learned the deployment tactics combo. I was like, I'm using this all wrong.
I need to just finish the MSQ so I can work on some of my other classes. I was having fun playing Bard last night. Doing some alliance raids, doing the level-ins. That was fun.
Yeah, that was lit.
Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at the Icy Veins page for Gunbreaker as of 6.3, and for the most part I'm doing it right. It's just I'm not. There are certain things that I could be weaving in that I'm not.
Those OGCDs?
Well, no, I'm using my OGCDs and like in the correct order in the right spot in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
like some of those other moves, like the buffs type shit.
Yeah, like the buffs to use around the parts, like, because a lot of times I'll just
hit those whatever. When I notice them, I'm like, oh yeah, let me hit this.
Keen Edge, Brutal Shell, Release Royal Guard, Solid Barrel, No Mercy, Gnashing Fang, Bloodfest, Jugular Rip, Double Down into Blasting Zone. Yeah, I could.
Veins has been helping me raid properly since fucking Lich King originally dropped all those years ago.
See, these are the MMO type things that I just use the Final Fantasy console games wiki and that and the guide that we have pinned in the MMO channel in the Discord, where it's just, oh yeah, if you're playing Final Fantasy 14 on controller, you need your double hotbar. Alright, so has anybody been playing anything else this week other than 14?
King, forgive me, Father. That game is fun. It is good.
What's it?
Forgive Me, Father.
Yeah, what's it
Forgive Me,
about?
Father.
Because
Yes,
I haven't heard about it.
I got it. I got it off Steam. It's on Steam.
Okay.
I got it as part of I got it off the Steam sale. I got it off a dev bundle. Came with Heat On, Forgive Me, Father, Project Warlock, and Iron Fury, I believe. But it is can't believe they're called boomer shooters these days, but shit. It has a Darkest Dungeon art style, 2D models in a 3D space. So if you get like a high above them, you can see other 2D models. It's a lot
it's like
of fun.
a cel-shaded horror.
Inspired by the fucking, what is that Hellmouth Lovecraft story?
I have no idea. You know what this art style reminds me of, and it's really because of like the cel shadiness of it.
Darkest Dungeon.
Well, that and crap, I'm losing the thread on it. Walking Dead, the video game.
Yes. Battles over Illsmouth. That's what that story is called. But it's really good. The enemy variety is a lot of fun. I like, and the way it works is, you have your health bar, you get kills to gain experience, to gain talent points. But with weapon talents, most weapons have two paths. And whatever path you take, you have to take. So you really have to decide. For example, with the shotgun, you can make it a better classic shotgun, or you could let your shotgun get possessed by an unknown entity and your bullets bounce. With the knives, you could either make it a throwing knife or a bigger possessed sword.
And so is it like a campaign? Is it a roguelike? Is it what is...
It's level-based.
Level-based?
Yeah, basically you have worlds, and each world has a X number of stages.
Okay.
It's a real old style, like classic Doom.
And so after each stage, are you going back to like a list or like an overworld map, or like it's just continuing on?
Next stage.
You just progress through the story.
So
Yep.
More like...
So is it kind of like Duke Nukem 2?
Yeah, that style. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. Also, to mix things up, you have a madness gauge.
Of course.
The more you kill, you fill up your madness gauge. And as your madness gauge gets higher, the game becomes black and white.
So like Don't Starve.
Right? But you take reduced damage, which is fun. And also, it refills your skills. So the first skill you get is some Schmeed. You take a hit and you get a cursed sword that heals health on kill. And you take reduced damage. Another one is a camera. The bulb is really bright, so it just stuns enemies. A lot of fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Right now, I have a knife, pistol. I possess the shotgun, so my bullets bounce. I have a Tommy gun and a M4 Thompson. That game.
And you can switch between all those on the fly.
You're expected to, yeah, because you want to use different weapons for different types of enemies. For example, the pistol is the most precise thing that I have right now. So it's really good for and it one taps, if you headshot them, it will one tap the weaker enemies. Because you have zombies, then you'll have zombies that are carrying an extra head. So if you blow their head off, they'll put the extra head back on. You have these fat men who will shoot out ranged energy beams at you. Then you have these cops with these liquid tanks on the backs, and they'll fire in bursts of 3s. But if you shoot their acid packs, It'll melt their face and they'll turn into melee enemies.
What the
Some zombies have weapons. There's this one fancy dressed woman zombie who was fast as fuck. She'd be sprinting. And that's all I've encountered so far, but I know there's another fat enemy that's like filled with tentacles. I forgot about the fucking barrels. Do you know how in all shooters there are barrels that you can shoot, they explode? Well,
Yeah.
some are possessed and will come at you,
Oh shit.
and they still explode. Oh yeah.
That's that shit from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that game.
The one spider barrel stands up.
Yeah, I don't trust any barrel. Like, it caught me once, and I'm like, nope, I am now shooting every barrel. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But it is a lot of fun. I am thoroughly enjoying that game. Just clicking on heads, fighting zombies, getting the cursed sword toke a couple of times, getting my health back, looking for secrets. Because, secrets are extra ammo, extra armor, extra health. Alcohol, which fills up your madness gauge. It's really good, and it's a lot of fun. Like, it's one of those. How can you say shooters are in a bad place when you got games like this? Just
Well, I mean, a lot of people who complain about shooters not being in a good place aren't really playing shooters, so.
also, while it is inspired by Lovecraft, it definitely doesn't feel racist. Like, this is this isn't one of those. Hey, you're fucking with Islanders, so we're gonna make it so that your mixed kids are fish demons. Nah, it's like, it really looks like a family has been fucking around with ruinous powers to maintain control over a city. Because there's this whole entire plot where it's like the mayor's political enemy in the next election has suddenly gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
Just as things are getting fucking weird. And there's two characters. You get to play as either the journalist or the priest. I'm currently playing as the journalist. She's more aggressive. Her abilities come up faster, so just go hard in the paint, go in, murder, murder, murder. While the priest is more defensive. His abilities come up slower, but he prides defensive play and setup. And I know one of the items I get is a voodoo doll, and that's gonna be fun. Like, this game is good.
I don't know, hearing about like all the upgrades and like skill trees and stuff is making me want to play a roguelike like Dead Cells or Hades.
There is an infinite mode where it gets a bit roguelike. I will say, I am currently just playing the campaign.
Mm.
There's a campaign, there's a new game plus, 2 characters, an infinite mode. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Good art strike. Oh, and also the OST fucking slaps. Oh, that OST is good. When the music kicks in, it's just like, it does that dynamic thing that Doom does, where it's like, it's very atmospheric, weird, a little wet and creepy until you're surrounded by enemies, and then it's just violence. It's just the sound of violence, and then your just screen gets like black and white. The only highlights being blood. It's like, yes, embrace the madness, let the blood flow. Yeah, can't recommend it enough.
All right, Madrid.
Is it just on PC?
I believe so, as far as I know.
Look, I am not seeing any mention of it anywhere other than Steam.
Yeah.
All right,
On Steam, because it is. Shout out to Bite Barrel for making some fucking heat.
Hopefully it gets a console port.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm enjoying this with mouse and keyboard. I'm saying this right now. Mouse and keyboard really feels right playing this. Like, yeah, you could play it with the controller, but clicking on hits just feel right.
I don't know. Still, for me, if I'm playing anything on PC, like I was thinking about it because there are the rumors going around that Spider-Man's coming out in September. and we already have Starfield to have a confirmed release, like September 9th, I think.
Gaming. Playing fucking video games, man.
Yeah, but so for me, it'd be cool if to see Spider-Man and Starfield go head-to-head, because Starfield's going to have the Game Pass support behind it, but Spider-Man's going to have, like, PS5s are out there now. We're getting into selling.
Come on, it's fucking Spider-Man. Like, the most popular superheroes of all time are Superman and fucking Spider-Man.
I thought it was Batman.
Followed by Batman.
I think Batman's more iconic than Superman, personally.
Oh, actually, nope. It's Superman. A lot of the whole Batman is recency, and that's mostly just because there's an obsession with edge that a lot of people have. Like, just you got to be edgy. You can't just be a decent person fighting, domestic abusers in the Klan. You gotta be edgy.
He ain't no person. He's an alien.
Talk about it. He's just just a country boy, just a boy from Kansas. What you talk about?
Like that. He's a goddamn space alien from space. It's not even a real place. Depending on who you ask.
Still fought the Klan though.
Yeah, I can't deny that. But shit, the League of Villains, they fought the Klan in their universe. And they're a League of Villains. You still get points for it, but that doesn't negate who you are.
Ultraman's not as cool as Superman. Ultraman only exists because you can't make Superman edgy. Because anytime you make Superman edgy, you gotta turn him into literally the worst thing imaginable. Homelander, fucking
Omni-Man?
Omni-Man. Like, you gotta make him extra terrible because you can't make Clark edgy. He's just a good boy. He's a golden retriever with superpower.
Can't be mad at that.
I love Superman. He's the best. It's just that Superman's boring because the idea of a country boy and a fast-talking reporter teaming up to stop a maniac billionaire somehow is boring. I don't know. But like
I wouldn't watch that story.
A lot of our media.
But that's me.
All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing? Or are we leaving off on
Superman game?
Fucking JJK Season 2? Did y'all watch the trailer?
Yes, I did.
I watched it several times. Ooh, they are fucking with us. If you're an anime only, they are fucking with you. That's just gonna be amazing. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid. That's all I'm saying. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm like this close to putting that key animation as my lock screen.
Right. Yeah, let that be your Switch boot. The whole trailer.
Nah, for me, it's probably just going to be that section of Toji and Gojo. Just
man, the way they're animating the Infinite, that shit. I was like, is this just telekinesis? Slick.
No, you got cursed energy firing in two different directions at the same time, and the conflict of it all fucks you up like that.
Infinitely.
Just beat.
All right. Well, remember, until next time, you can follow us around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. Follow me on Twitter at Anton63X's. You can also catch me on FTO Nerd Talk. Table Cheese under the FTO Nerd Talk podcast feed. Jalen, where can people find you?
Bishop. But I mostly live in the Discord.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
Alright, this has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lauren Twisted. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Until next time, keep it cheesy.